Hey guys, Gameboy38 here once again back in Beam with a major BeamNG update. We have 0.23, and this is the brand new car, the Abishu Widgeon, instead of the Pigeon. I don't really get it, it's shaped like a wedge, it's got 3 wheels. Also, with this BeamNG update, is a brand new grid map. We zoom out, you can see it is significantly bigger than before. It still has all the loops and crazy stuff from before uh, as well. Got a half pipe. Got like a big curve track out here. Got some pyramid out here. It is definitely unique. It is a brand new kind of style to Gridmap. The old version kind of has a charm. Get a water flow test here if you want to see how well your car does in currents. That's cool. Got a big banked oval here. Looks like the huge one from before has either moved or been deleted. You can kind of see out here, there's a kind of surrounding track with big bank turns. A lot of obstacles to try to jump through and drive over. Some different uh, off-roady bits there. Yeah. I don't know what you call this. I don't know what this is. But this is a way to get in. And then you can drive all up on that. The handling course here. Got a bank test here. A grade test. Now there's one cool thing I saw I want to try to find. Where it's like the off-road slopes test. There it is. You can see how steep of an angle you can climb on various surfaces. These are the size of cars though, so you can't really test anything much bigger. Terrain types. Get big patches of different terrains. Some there and over here. The old terrain tests are now much different. This does seem to be a new texture though for like rocky dirt, sand, different layers of concrete, rocks, grass, and mud. Is this snow? Looks like it could be snow. Or it could be ice. I don't know. I want to bring our little widgeon over to here. I've never driven this car. There's also a brand new lighting system in this update with the Ultra preset. Uh, with reflections, it gives everything kind of like a white tint because, you know, everything in this level is like super white. If I take off dynamic reflection, it should fix that slightly. A little bit. One thing I have noticed is that there is some artifacts. You look at the windows here, there's some artifacts. I'm not sure if that's because I'm on an AMD graphics card or if it's going to be like that for all graphics cards. Or if I need to turn shadows up to full and dynamic reflection all the way up. I'll try everything just to see what happens. That didn't really fix it. It may have even made it worse. So something is up with the reflections. Maybe that'll be fixed in a hotfix. Let's take a look inside this car. Do we actually get like a movable gear lever? No, we do not. It just kind of stays there. Oh well. Can't win them all. A little bit of an odd vehicle, this. The headlights pop up very slightly. I don't know why we have like a air dam on the front of this. I don't even know where the engine is. Right there. So it's a very tiny engine. Does seem to have everything working. all the way out the back. I want to see what mud does now. Mud splash and splatter effects seem to be unchanged. We don't get ground deformation. That was my big thing. I was wondering. The texture looks better, but it still handles the same. I guess that's still an improvement. Yes, still get the lovely falling over little car here. Looks like we've gone backwards. And there is a change I've noticed. You get oil smoke much quicker now. This happens on all vehicles that I've tested. And evidently there's tire changes as well. I've done some light testing on the Monster Truck. I'm not sure if there's any performance changes on that mod, but all the ones I've tested other than that do seem to still be working without issue. Maybe you get slightly more understeer. It's hard to tell if it's a placebo effect though, so I won't confirm that. Let's see if we can find the drag strip and do some testing. Is this going to be it right here? No, that's a slalom test or whatever. Shouldn't be too hard to find. Yep, right here. We now have a drag strip right on Gridmap. And let's bring this over. There's like a damaged oil pan. There's no oil leak that I can tell, but oil critically low. God dang it. Meant to shift up. Come on, game. This car apparently has a 0 to 60 time in maybe. Engine starved of oil. Now we are losing oil, I guess. We can't see it. Maybe that'll be a fix. Drag surface does seem as sticky as ever. Seems to have a new texture as well, so that's cool. I get it. I get it. There's a bag in the back marked as handling. It's meant to displace the weight of the driver so that you can actually not roll over as easily. It's a joke about the Reliant Robin. I love it. And we removed that, I wonder. Does that do anything for us? Left side cargo sandbag. Right side cargo, you can do the same. That's funny how it's labeled as... Oh. That is really funny how it's labeled as handling. Oh dear. That's a good model though for the bag. The dash seems pretty unreadable. You're sitting normally here. Is it any better with lights? Yeah, it is. Okay, so lights are better. Cool car. I want to bring out one of my own cars though. So the Grand Marshal. I wonder how this is going to affect its visuals. Because now that thumbnail was older. So on this map at least, and with reflections on, it appears way shinier. I'm not sure if that's the intended look. And reflections off. It is a little bit darker. This car is supposed to be basically pitch black though. It kind of does ruin that. Sound not change really. I was kind of hoping that the lights would work without being in a drag race. Looks like they only work when you're in the drag race minigame. Give you a lot of runoff out here. You can not die. I'm not sure about the change on like the reflections. I do see one bug. You put on race brakes, it does appear to go through the drag radials. Up front they're fine, but at the rear they do seem to be bugged. So if we take this car to a different map with less odd reflections like this, let's go to one of their World Finals maps. The Custom World Finals one. The good old testing map. So here we got the CRD truck. Now one cool change I actually really do approve of is that it tells you how many presets you got. So for the burn side, it shows you 8 in the bottom right, sunburst 20. That's the amount of presets you got. And then I love for CRD, I've got over 1,000. Oh dear. I played it with the monster truck a little bit. Maybe you couldn't tell. So we were running with all the same stuff there from the previous map on this map, and this is how it looks. I'm not sure what the lights are doing up there. Like when you look at them, they take a second to refresh. That's a little bit odd. I'm not sure if it was like that before. I have a feeling it wasn't like that before. So if you are a fan of this channel for the monster truck, you can take a look now. You can play with the truck now. It still works, as you can see. I wonder if there's like less grip now, because I think that was one of the things you're working on was tires. So, I don't know, maybe we'll have to do some new tire changes. You can see engine starved of oil. The smoke comes out a little bit too fast, I think. Comes out faster than before, which is a good change. Before it almost never came out unless you're like upside down for 20 seconds. Maybe not 20 seconds, but you know, it took too long. But a little puff of smoke there. I'm not sure it should have done that. Like I said though, it'll probably be a hot fix. There's always hot fixes for updates when BeamNG does a major update. That could be fixed. Let me know what you guys think. Let's take a look at the Grand Marshal I was driving before to see if that's changed at all on this map. Maybe it was just too bright at the other map. It does seem to be still too bright compared to what it should be. You look in the thumbnail for it, it's supposed to be very, very black. I go to color, configuration. Okay, so that's what I probably should have needed to do. That's what I'll need to do, I guess. Just adjust the color in the color changer menu. I don't know why the tires no longer look black, even on this map. It's whatever, I guess. Still seems as easy as ever to change the paints though, so that's good. Let's pull up one more preset of the Widgeon, just to see what that's all about. Because I don't think we explored all its capabilities. We do have a car called the Mantis. It's a four-wheel car. We have a three-wheel, so it should fall over less, hopefully. This thing seems like an absolute banger. Oh man, this thing could be really good for acting as a side-by-side, or whatever they're called. I forget what Monster Jam calls them. Okay, I have found a problem. At least with this map. The tops of these appear to be concrete. I'm not sure if it was like that before, or if that's a new change that will need to be adjusted to every map. Down here, it's still dirt just fine. But at the tops of the ramps, or I guess just the ramps in general, they appear to be slightly concrete, or at the very, like at the best, they are actually dirt-covered concrete ramps. And we are actually beached. That's hilarious. So, cool update this. The lighting update is much appreciated. The game has looked sadly last gen for, you know, at least a year, and this should help bring it up to current spec. I do believe it needs some refinements, but it's a good step in the right direction. That's going to do it for this update video for BeamNG. If you guys enjoyed, you can leave a like, favorite, comment, share, and of course don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks, Gabriel. I'll see you all in the future.